Hello, everyone. This is Jasper, and welcome back to another episode of the Newton Public Schools Alumni Association podcast series. And today we have another host joining us. Today we have Jack here with us. So, Jack, will you mind giving us a quick introduction of when you graduated itself as well as what you're doing right now?
Yeah, sure. I'm glad to be here, and I'm a class of 2024 from Union South High School. So I graduated last year. Currently, I'm a rising sophomore. I'm studying currently at Olin College of Engineering in Needham, Massachusetts. So it's really close, about 20 minutes drive away from South in my home. My current major is I recently decided to switch a little bit to ECE, which stands for Electrical and Computer Engineering. Originally, I wanted to study CS, but then later on decided to switch a little bit. Currently, I guess this summer I was doing on my internship and in college doing some research labs, doing some sports. Um, yeah, it's pretty great. So
I see. Okay, so you recently switched from a computer science to electrical and computer engineering. I guess out of both these majors that you're doing right now, are there any courses in South that you think maybe contributed to your knowledge in both these majors, or maybe gave you a good foundation for learning them?
yeah, of course. The one that I like the most, or I think that contribute the most, is AP Physics, E&M, the one I took from Mr. Schmidt. Um, I think it's great, especially for as currently I'm trying to take more electrical and hardware toward classes. The knowledge about electromagnetism, the electricity circuits, uh, does kick in a lot and helps a lot to prepare me for all the higher level education and knowledge. There, I unfortunately did not take any CS classes. I thought I was gonna be at South, but because I was doing some CS outside of school and I was busy with other AP classes during South, so I couldn't take any CS class. But I heard a lot of positive feedback about from, I guess, Mr. Polylunas, those people. But but yeah, I would say Mr. Schmidt's physics class is great.
I see. So I guess if I asked you, what teacher maybe had the largest impact on yourself, you would say Mr. Schmidt.
I like a lot of teachers that ended up, but Mr. Schmidt is one of them on the top. Um, some of the favorite ones, Mr. Schmidt, he's really great. I liked Miss Jury, my AP Chem teacher, and definitely Mr. Norman. He's super awesome. I couldn't take his junior year math class, but I ended up taking his quantum math class in my
Oh,
senior
wow.
year. He's really great, but those are just a few. But yeah.
Amazing, I see. So I guess there's some high schoolers in Newton South right now who are maybe also looking to take electrical and I guess computer engineering when they get into college. So I guess since you have a lot more knowledge of the clubs itself and also the courses itself, which we've talked about, are there any specific things that you recommend that students who are entering the school or are in the school and are hoping to advance themselves in ECE? What do you think they should maybe watch out for? Are there any tracks that they should probably get themselves onto?
Yeah, definitely. Um, I special shout out to Ligerbots. So I've been Ligerbots for context. It's a robotics team in Newton South and also co-founded with Newton North. I've been on the team for 4 years straight, and it was really
Oh, wow.
awesome. I think it was probably the club that most influenced me throughout my whole high school career, and that kind of got me into the path of engineering. So if for anyone who was trying to explore or I guess interested in doing engineering in the future, I strongly recommend robotics team Ligerbots at South. Um, Other than that, I guess I would say I did a. I was part of the CS club called ACSL team. I was kind of one of the earliest member, and but that club was about more like computer science, which aligned with more with my interests. But it teaches you a lot about problem solving skills in terms of programming. So and it will be really applicable for people doing like signal processing in the future, or people just studying like computer science or software development in general. It really strengthens your ability to problem solve, and kind of persevere through like difficult situations whenever you're faced a new problem.
I see. So you recommend the Robotics Ligerbots Club for people who maybe want to get into engineering,
Yeah.
or for people who maybe want to do CS, you would recommend the American Computer Science League team. Is that right?
Yeah. Yes, definitely. Yeah.
Ah, I see. That's interesting. So, I guess transitioning out of high school, since you've done a lot of stuff in high school, and you're really new into college, so you're rather familiar with the college application process. Because a lot of us rising seniors as well as rising juniors, we're doing research about the college application process and what it looks like. But there's some things that only people who maybe have gone through the lived experience of the entire process could only know. So let's say you could go back to the version of Jack right before he's starting to apply for colleges. Will you tell him that there are any unexpected things that you met through college, the college admissions process, or is there any advice that you have given him?
Yeah, that's a great question. So, uh, I thought of this before. So I think um, it's really interesting. First of all, I guess I would totally respect myself, my version before college app, because it's totally understandable for anybody who's like, you've been through this whole K-12 education and you're like at a next big milestone in your whole life. Like the college app means a lot. It's kind of an official application for you to enter kind of the society. So it means a lot for a lot of people, but from my personal experience, after the last year, I guess as soon as I entered college, actually as soon as you receive your first college application offer, um, the whole purpose of kind of applying to college and stressing about everything in the future suddenly kind of just is gone and collapsed. What I would say to myself before college app is there's a lot of randomness and luck in the whole application system. This is something I heard of a lot when I was trying to like talk to other people when I tried to apply to college. But it's really true, and I didn't feel true at that point. But it's really true as soon as you pass this whole stage. Um, a lot of things you do online and a lot of things that you write in your application does not define who you are, and whoever that's reading your application never understands who you are really. So there's a lot of luck going into that. So never get discouraged when you are like, say, I didn't get here good enough of college, or I can be going to this college with my friends at the same place. um, this is really similar to even after you finish applying to college, you will realize you're going to now apply to jobs. If you're going to industries or you're going to grad schools, you still have to go through the applications process. And you realize, especially for a job application, for people who don't know, it's even more luck, a lot of connections.
Right.
Like the whole academic background stuff matter less and less, I would say. So just understand life is a lot of things about luck. I would tell myself that don't stress about college too much. When I was applying before I was applying to college. And I guess another side note would be college is great. It's really fun, and no matter where you go, you will be enjoying a lot. I would bet 100% for everyone. And for me, I think for college, I guess people value, oh, I'm going to this top college or I'm going to this Ivy school. What really matters, I believe, is not just like the ranking. What matters is actually the people around you in that school.
I see.
Which would be kind of it makes sense for people trying to apply to like better schools and stuff. But I believe finding a place, which probably many people tell everyone, is matters way more than just a ranking. You will end up in a much better, happy mental state and also a future path if you go to a school that you actually enjoy and have a lot of people similar where I have a similar goals. So that includes not just like academics or careers. It includes like clubs, communities. Those stuff matter as well, as much as any other things. So I would say, um, don't stress about to college application too much.
Nice.
Everybody's gonna end up
Right.
great after college. I know everybody says that it's really true. You will realize that as soon as you're at this point as well. But just try your best to do whatever you can to apply. I mean, you only apply once your whole life as a college, I guess, unless you're taking a gap year or something. But um, it's gonna be end up great, and just keep in mind that there's a lot of luck into it, and don't stress too much about it.
I see, I see. So it's kind of like, you can never let the admission officers know exactly who you are just through the essays. But, a lot of kids worry a lot about the essays because they're like, I only have 650 words of my personal statement, and all these supplemental essays only have 200 to 300 words. So, like, how do I choose what to say in it? So, I guess in your process of the college application, it's obviously true that you can't put your entirety of your personality inside, but how do you choose what exactly to put into these essays?
Gotcha. I from what I heard and also from what I learned from my personal experience and also my friends who are currently at college in the same class, I think what makes a college application interesting and also what makes somebody stand out around the among the whole application pool is to put stories that are, um, I guess, interesting and unique. But this is also kind of a common advice that everybody gives. But what I would say is, um, like trying to leave let's say people trying to some people me included, some people trying to leave like a meaningful message where like I have some huge impact onto this event or something. That works too, but I think it's also just more interesting. Also makes you stand out a lot if you just put interesting stuff about you and something that you actually cares about. So, for example, um, people in my friend, a friend of mine in my college currently, he likes he's been playing football the whole time and he does robotics too. Um, and he talked about like his sentence starter for the essays, something like, "I have two favorite F words. One of them is football. The other is FRC, which is the robotics competition." So,
Oh, wow.
um,
Okay.
of course, the writing skill plays a part into this, but I believe talking about something that's really stand out just really makes somebody outstanding among the application pool. And again, who defines something is interesting or not is again is something really luck based.
Mm-hmm.
But I would say put something you're really passionate about and try not to force yourself into like a template of what everybody says. It just also just it just makes you easier to stand out, and also you when you write it, you feel more satisfied when you write it, and you feel um, really great about yourself, proud of yourself. So
I see. So the lesson that we should probably draw from the entire college application process is just that, there's always going to be the factor of luck, but, when you're trying to control what you can control, it's always about, not trying to, impress whoever's reading your essay, because ultimately, yes, even though that's the goal, it's kind of, you kind of want to show them who you are as a person, to let them know that, behind all my statistics, I am me and that I'm unique. Is that the right lesson to take away?
yep, exactly. I think so.
I see. Well, thank you very much for joining us today, Jack. And to everyone listening, I hope you guys have all learned something about, what to write in your college application and the type of person that you want the person reading your application to essentially see inside you. So thank you very much for joining us today as well. We hope you learned something. This is Jasper, and I will see you all next time.